Caitlin Clark, a newbie sensation for the Indiana Fever, is no more interesting to public examination. Each move she makes and each word she says is strongly investigated by sports media and fans the same. This degree of investigation can be overpowering, particularly for somebody toward the start of their expert profession. What makes this much more trying for Clark is the uncommonness of individuals who have encountered her exceptional position. One individual who comprehends is WNBA legend Sue Bird. With a celebrated profession that incorporates 4 WNBA titles, Bird has confronted the very sort of extraordinary assumptions and strain that Clark is encountering now. In a meeting from May, Bird shared her considerations on Clark's effect on ladies' b-ball and the tensions that accompany it. In some cases it seems like the heaviness of the WNBA is on her shoulders, Bird said of Clark. That is both a commendation and justified, yet additionally somewhat unjustifiable to put such a great amount on her, she added. As detailed by Van Shea Murdoch on X, Bird's viewpoint is especially significant given her broad experience and progress in the association. She comprehends the elevated standards that accompany being a top player and the examination that follows. Clark's effect on the game is evident. Her ability and expertise have in practically no time made her a champion player, attracting correlations with probably the best in the game. Nonetheless, this likewise implies that she is frequently held to astoundingly exclusive requirements, both on and off the court. The strain to perform and to be a good example can be colossal, and perceiving the difficulties that accompany this is significant. The Indiana Fever, after a rough beginning to the season, have figured out how to make something happen, showing strength and assurance. Clark's commitments to the group have been critical, and her improvement as a player is clear. However, it is essential for the game's local area and fans to offer her some effortlessness. Exploring the tensions of an elite athletics profession, particularly under such a glaring spotlight, is quite difficult. Sue Bird's remarks feature the requirement for a fair viewpoint. While it is normal to celebrate and expect extraordinary things from rising stars like Clark, it is similarly vital to recognize the shamefulness of putting an excessive amount of weight on them. Youthful competitors ought to be permitted to develop and create without the consistent strain of living up to each assumption. As the Fever proceed with their season, Clark will confront various difficulties and intense rivals, including Holy Messenger Reese and the Chicago Sky. Reese, an imposing contender, is probably not going to show any mercy on the court. The forthcoming match vows to be extreme, with the two groups anxious to get a triumph. For Clark, it will be one more chance to show her abilities and flexibility. In Rundown, Caitlin Clark's excursion in the WNBA is a demonstration of her ability and assurance. Notwithstanding, the extraordinary examination and assumptions she faces can overpower. Sue Bird's bits of knowledge help us to remember the significance of supporting youthful competitors and permitting them the space to develop. As Clark keeps on exploring her vocation, she merits acknowledgement for her accomplishments as well as for her capacity to deal with the tensions that accompany being at the center of attention. Please subscribe my channel now.